I know.
Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Someone else?
Okay.
Minor?
When a 14-year-old is caught sneaking out at night to meet a woman, investigators uncover a shocking secret that neither his family nor the woman's husband ever saw coming. The following footage has never been seen before. On June 11, 2024, an officer responds to an apartment in Reno, Nevada, after receiving a report that a 14-year-old boy had been assaulted.
I got up around 11:30. To tell him that I wasn't going to work tomorrow because I was sick. And he's not here. He's been telling me, lying that he was going to his friend's house and blah, blah, blah. And surprisingly today I decided to figure out where he was.
The boy's mother explains that her son had previously shared his location with her. Tonight, she used it to track him to a dead-end road.
There was a gate on this road, and I was turning and I seen this car coming, and I got the feeling it was him.
And did you follow the car?
I followed the car, but then I can't really see at night, so I lost them.
Okay. Do you know what kind of car it was by any chance?
I think it's a Toyota 4Runner.
Despite losing sight of the car, her son eventually answered his phone and asked to be picked up at a nearby park. When his mother asked who he'd been with, he initially refused to say. Only after speaking with his father did the 14-year-old reveal what had really been happening.
So he met this woman. He wouldn't want to go to school. So she reached out to let me know that she was going to be working with him. It started this school year, toward August 22.
The woman is 46-year-old Caitlin Rock, an engagement specialist at Billinghurst and Swope Middle Schools who works with students struggling with attendance. Their meetings were supposed to only take place on school grounds. However, investigators would later uncover a series of extremely disturbing texts that reveal the true extent of Caitlin's contact with the teenager.
This, I don't think was never at her house. There were other places, like this road, I guess bike trails. He said that last time was on a Saturday, and I guess today it was his texting and kissing. He said it started when he was 13.
As horrifying as these allegations are, they represent only what the victim disclosed to his parents, leaving the full extent of Caitlin's actions still unknown. However, investigators would soon have an opportunity to learn more, as Caitlin apparently has no intention of ending contact with the 14-year-old.
She was going to be in the parking lot at 1 p.m. tomorrow or today. Either a Grace 4Runner or a 4-door Subaru.
With Caitlin expected to return in a matter of hours, detectives meet with the victim and his mother before Caitlin's arrival. Though their conversation is brief, the 14-year-old reveals that Caitlin may already suspect something is wrong.
So let me ask you this. Last night, did she see Mom? She saw Mom? So she was freaked out then, what you were saying? Caitlin was? What did she say to you? She was just freaked out. She didn't really say anything. Okay. If you were to send her a text, would that be... What's the text right now?
Oh, really? You think she would think something was up? Or she would think you're okay, so she doesn't need to check on you?
Yeah, it's either that or she thinks something's up. She got a little more suspicious.
Last night.
She thinks you're in trouble. She's counting on my parents not really taking any action whatsoever.
Caitlin's supposed confidence in the parents' inaction, however, is about to be proven deeply misguided. Just before 1 p.m., Caitlin's car enters the complex, drives straight through, and exits the other side. A detective stationed outside immediately follows her. Those inside the victim's apartment secure his phone as evidence, then take off after Caitlin and the other detective.
I don't fix that.
First job like should not stop.
Once Caitlin finally stops, the detectives approach her to explain why she was pulled over.
Hi, Caitlin. My name's Detective Guider. Okay. Obviously, there's some things I want to talk to you about. Okay, you're not under arrest or anything, but I think we need to have a conversation. Would you be willing to come with us to the station and have that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, my kids are at home. Can I
Is
get
there any
them settled?
Is there
Husband's in Finland.
He's in Finland?
Yeah. It's really bad timing.
I totally understand, but it is important. So I want to help you out as any way possible because I understand your kids. How old are your kids?
13 and 14.
For context, the victim met Caitlin when he was the same age as her youngest and is currently the same age as her oldest child.
One of them's at a friend's house, and one of them, but he needs to be picked up very soon, and one of them is at home.
Is there anybody you can call him?
Yes, but, okay.
I'm just trying so I can get you back home.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do, just make it easy so I can get you back to it.
Caitlin agrees to call her kids, then follows the detectives to the station in her own car. What she doesn't know is that investigators already have the victim's cell phone, and with it, a record of their private conversations.
Do you have any idea why we're talking today?
I am really wondering why, but can you tell me?
Yeah, I think you might know, and I want to hear, because again, I just want to have a conversation since there's always two sides to every story.
Right.
And I think you know why.
Right.
Do you know a young man by the name of... Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay. Was on my caseload last year.
Sure.
Okay. And then he has since moved away, lives with his dad.
Okay.
And, you know, we've kind of, like, connected. I saw him, you know, out and about in the community.
Sure.
And, you know, it was just kind of good to reconnect. And
Sure.
I feel like we had a good connection.
Okay. How long did you work?
Probably for maybe half of the year or
Okay. So you kind of know him.
quarters. Yeah.
What kind of kid is he?
He's really interesting and funny and he's,
Interesting and funny?
yeah.
Okay. And how old was he when you first started working with him?
Well, he's 13 in 7th grade.
Well, that's what this is about. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now.
Okay.
It's about him. And I know that you know what we're talking about.
After revealing why Caitlin has been brought in, the detective explains that the victim has already been interviewed. He then shares some of the teen's account, giving Caitlin the opportunity to explain what happened from her perspective.
At one point, he said that he actually came on to you.
He did, yeah. He would kind of express those feelings, like, and then it got a little, like, he would say, like, I like you. So very straightforward and, you know, and I was like, I like you too, because that's just kind of, I have those interactions with kids all the time.
Absolutely.
It's like, you know, I think you're a really cool kid, and that's what I would express.
But in Caitlin's version of events, any escalation that followed was driven entirely by the 14-year-old.
And then it got to the point of, like, he asked to, like, touch me, and I had to kind of, like, tell him no, that was inappropriate.
And when you say touch, what is he trying to touch?
Just, like, my hips, or, yeah, he's like, can I touch your hips? That's kind of how that progressed.
Okay. Those interactions with him, were they all like that?
No, not at all.
Was that just like a one-time thing too, you know?
Yeah, a couple.
So it happened a couple of times?
Yeah, I mean, he was persistent for a little while in that.
Though Caitlin portrays their inappropriate interactions as minimal and entirely one-sided, the victim's own account paints a dramatically different picture. According to the teenager, Caitlin began regularly picking him up around the time they first met, assaulting him inside her vehicle, and on other occasions at her home. At one point, the 14-year-old attempted to end the abuse, but after describing Caitlin as, quote, breaking down in response, he told investigators that he felt bad for her and ultimately remained in contact. With both accounts sharply contradicting each other, the detective now turns to something that could offer far greater insight into the nature of their contact, how the two communicated outside of school.
Did you guys communicate over cell phones?
At a point, he asked for my phone number.
Okay, tell me about that. What happened with that?
So, trying to remember.
Sure, take your time.
forget how he got it, but he did get my number.
He got your number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Did he reach out to you ever?
He started to reach out.
And did you respond back?
Yeah.
Well, what were those text messages?
Mostly, just kind of, how's your day? Just kind of like, and then just checking in, that kind of thing.
Okay. Because I have his cell phone. Okay, and now I think there's more text messages, okay? So I want you to be honest with me.
I don't know if I can express that right now.
Okay, take your time, I get it.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
Like, maybe a lawyer would be good.
Though Caitlin requests a lawyer, bringing the detective's interrogation to an end, her time in the interrogation room isn't up just yet. As for the text messages, their contents were far more explicit and more disturbing than Caitlin ever let on. In one exchange, Caitlin messaged the victim, quote, "I miss being in your arms." In another, when the victim informed her that his mother was sleeping, Caitlin responded with, "Good, because my bed feels lonely without you here." Following the end of her interrogation, the detective allows Caitlin to arrange care for her children, forcing her to explain to her family why she would not be coming home that night.
Hi, Mom. It's something I'm in a interrogation room right now, being questioned about. It's about an inappropriate relationship with a minor. Yeah. And I'm sorry for humiliating and embarrassing the family. He was interviewed, and kind of they have our text messages and stuff. I'm gonna obviously lose my job. I'm gonna lose my family. I'm gonna lose everything. I just want to die.
As the consequences of her actions begin to set in, Caitlin arranges for her mother to pick up her kids and ends the call. However, there is still one person left she needs to inform: her husband. First, she sends him a text that reads, quote, "I have some bad news. I am a horrible person and need you to come home ASAP. I've been having an inappropriate relationship with a minor. This is not a joke. I am being arrested." With the message sent, Caitlin can only wait for her husband to respond. But before he does, the detective returns with some news of his own.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay. I'm done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Caitlin, you are under arrest. Okay?
The detective Mirandizes her and explains the process for search warrants they will be executing at her house. In the middle of the explanation, however, Caitlin finally receives the call she had been waiting for from her husband.
Hi. Babe, hi. Yes. Did you get my my message? Okay. Okay, so I am here being arrested. Yes. I'm very, very sorry for this, that it's kind of happening like this. I don't know even what to do. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone else?
Okay.
Minor?
I don't want to get into it, please.
Okay.
My life is over. I'm sorry. I f***ed everything up, and I'm sorry.
Don't even know me, but children.
What?
Her husband's unusual question seemingly suggests he doesn't believe the call is even real.
I want you to tell me the middle name of the birth certificate.
It's me. This is really happening.
This is with the mail.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay.
Just 13 days after Caitlin's arrest, records show that her husband filed for divorce. To learn more about Caitlin's time working for the district, EWU visited both middle schools where Caitlin worked to request a statement.
There's not much to say. I mean, they didn't see her that often, so she was usually at the other school.
Best of your knowledge, anything that indicated what might have been going on?
It was a shock. It's just shocking to people. It's kind of shocking.
any information at all you think you willing to share?
It just seemed normal to me, but I didn't interact with it very often.
According to the principal of Swope Middle School, Caitlin primarily worked at Billinghurst Middle School. However, they declined to comment. EWU also attempted to obtain a statement from the Washoe County School District Administration Building, but it did not go quite as expected.
I was here to see if I can get anybody to give a statement on the case. I'm sure you guys have heard of Caitlin Rock. What's that? Oh, okay, it was assault of a minor out of a school district staff member.
You have to get in touch with Ms. Campos. She is in a meeting the whole day today, but I will give it to you, her email address, and email it her, okay?
Okay.
So she can see if she can give an appointment for you.
Excellent.
All you guys can work.
Okay, thank you very much.
We later followed up by email asking about Caitlin's employment history and the district's official stance on the case. The district responded with details about Caitlin's employment but did not address its position on the case. According to court records, Caitlin was arrested and charged with 19 felony offenses involving the minor, including allegations involving physical contact and electronic communications. She pled not guilty. On April 17, 2026, Caitlin Rock appeared in court for sentencing. Before the judge handed down her punishment, however, the victim was allowed to address the court directly. He stated, quote, "I am still hurt. I am still angry. I am still ashamed. I was just a kid and you knew exactly what you were doing. I don't want anyone else to go through what I went through. I want her to be in prison for a long time so she can never hurt anyone again." Following the victim's statement, Caitlin Rock was sentenced to 144 years in prison. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words or details cut. We've also dropped brand new EWU videos available only on EWU Plus. Available now on iOS, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Google TV. Download EWU Plus and see what you've been missing.